Hey everyone, so although I didn't really collect comic books as a kid, I did collect Simpsons comics for a few months because I really loved the show in the 90s, and I still have a few issues from back then. So this is the oldest. It is a Simpsons comic from 1998. It is issue number 32 with Krusty the Clown on the front. There is the regular comic inside called Rhymes and Misdemeanors, but there is a lot of stuff in there as well, got to do with promoting other Simpsons comics. We've got Ralph and Lisa. And there's a section to write in, it's called Junk Mail, Readers' Letters, more advertisements regarding past issues or future issues. And then there's actually, it's weird, there's actually a picture of the issue for the following month on the back page. Never even noticed that before. So the next issue I still have is issue number 32, which is also from 98. The main story in this one is called Millhouse the Man, Krusty in the Can, and the Great Springfield Freakout. So each comic pretty much lasts, like the story lasts the whole comic book. It's not like a bunch of little comics or anything. Then there's the same junk mail section as last time. Someone's actually created a Batman and Robin poster. Sections about the Barbershop Quartet. The July issue is on sale June 24, Simpsons comic number 34. I don't actually have that one. It is Bart and one of the guys from school and snowboards. See us every month in Simpsons comics. And then the third regular issue that I have is issue number 35 with Gerald, I think it was the baby's name, the unibrow baby, trying to separate Marge and Maggie. So the main comic in this issue is called To Live and Diaper in Springfield. They're promoting the Complete Simpsons Guide, the episode guide, which I actually have this book. I remember I bought it when it first came out. They're promoting Hercules on video, some other little comic, I think they're kind of fake comics, and then promoting some multipath movies. I'm not even sure what they are. And then Don't Miss the Geek Shall Inherit the Earth, the next Simpsons comic. There's a virtual Springfield thing on the back with Krusty. And then the other two issues that I have are not in that regular sequence. So I've got issue number 4 of Millhouse of Horror. I remember when I bought this and I was like really careful about not getting it damaged. So it's got like a scary Christmas tree, and the comic story is called I Faced Tannenbaum, the Christmas Tree from Another World. And they're promoting paperback Simpsons comics, Wingding and Strike Back. I know it probably sounds weird, but the quality in this one is so much better. Like the pages are like almost like cardboard. So Guide to Springfield, the complete competition, promoting that book. I remember my friend had this when we were in primary school. And then another promotion for Simpsons comics, now on sale every month. And then the last issue that I have is the one that I think I bought first, where I got this Bartman and Radioactive Man poster free inside of it. It is Simpsons Comics and Stories, issue number 1, special collector's edition with Bartman on the front cover. I don't think it's in the regular sequence as the others. So there's an advert about Butterfinger. The main comic is called Lo There Shall Come a Bartman, and it has Bart reading Radioactive Man. This is definitely a very, the paper feels like a real comic book, like newspaper paper. And then they're promoting their other Simpsons books. I actually have the second one with Bart on the Rug. Game Boy promotions. Another mail section. And then promoting Dinosaurs, the TV show on the back. I think these are videos. That's a big flashback as well. So they're my regular Simpsons comics that I still have. Only 5 issues, I didn't really collect that many, but yeah, it's interesting to have a look at them now, you know, over 20 years later. So the next lot of comics I was going to look at are the Simpsons and Futurama crossover comics, as well as one of the original Futurama comics. So I think this one comes first. It is the very first issue of Futurama comics, number 1. This came out, what year does it say on here? It says this came out in 2002. So it says, Welcome to the World of Futurama, featuring Frybender and Leela. This comic is called Episode 1, Monkey See, Monkey Do. There's even a little letter from Matt Groening on the first page. So we've got all the regular comic in here, and then so there's just a regular comic in here, as well as a little section called The Fry That Time Forgot. Right, I don't know what this exactly is, about drawing Fry or drawing other characters. And there's an advert for the next issue, and there's some websites to look at. I think these are fan sites. There's some more Futurama stuff on the back. So then we have the Futurama and Simpsons Infinitely Secret Crossover Crisis comic. I remember buying this, or maybe the other one, at a specific news agency with my nana in Fremantle that we always used to go to. So it's just nice memories with that. This one definitely has different paper. It's like kind of shiny paper. There's adverts for Treehouse of Horror, some drawings, actually a lot of drawings, promotions for the other Futurama comics, Wild Thornberries, and Bart Simpson High Flyer comics. There's so many different comic series. So then there's part 2 of the Futurama and Simpsons comic, Infinitely Secret Crossover Crisis, second one. A regular comic, more drawings, some Nickelodeon stuff with Hey Arnold and SpongeBob SquarePants, more Futurama and Treehouse of Horror promotions. And then for some reason I only got the second issue of this Simpsons Crossover Crisis, so they must have done another one with Futurama. I don't have the first, but this is number 2. Promoting other Futurama comics, another Treehouse of Horror promo, Simpsons Classics, don't even know what this is, another Simpsons comic book, subscribing stuff, Batman Begins coming out, so this must have been 2005. So this must be the newest one I have, and then Spring Into the Wingding thing. So those are all my Futurama or Futurama and Simpsons crossover comics. So my other random comics that I have is an Avengers one, which is from a Royal Show bag I remember I got probably around, I don't know when this was, 2002 or 2003. Probably the last time I went to a Royal Show. Avengers wasn't really a big thing when I was a kid at all, so I remember not really being interested in this. I just kept it because it was a comic. It's advertisement for Mimic on the back, so actually this must be from the 90s. And then the other 3 comics I have are of Sabrina the animated series. So I remember the show was airing on Saturday Disney at the time, and I was working with my uncle in a CD store, and then across the road in the shopping centre from the CD store was a news agency, and after work these 3 times I remember specifically buying these. Didn't even know that they even did comics until I saw them. So the first one I have is issue number 31, and all of these are from 2002. Promotions for Juicy Fruit. The comic is called Sabrina in Guest Host Part 1. Promo for Pizza Lunchables. Sweet Tart Lollies, Sabrina's fan art. I think these might have been American ones that were just sent to Australia. Then there's letters for Sabrina, Dear Sabrina and Friends, Sabrina's spelling lesson. Then there's an ad for Sabrina the Teenage Witch, which was still on TV at this time. This is 2002, so it would have been in its second last season, I think. And then Lucky Charms cereal. And Eat So Your Feet Can Hit the Street, Tony's Original Crust. There's a lot of promo for food stuff in here. So the second Sabrina comic is issue number 32. This one is called Sabrina in We Are Not Amused, with a lot of the same advertisements from the last issue. Except this one also has Pop-Tarts, a bobblehead thing, Sabrina's fan art, and what else? Writing in, another picture, Oreo promotion. And then the last one I have of Sabrina is issue number 33, also from 2002. And they have a commercial for Ritz Bits sandwiches. I don't even remember those. And then the comic is called Sabrina in See You Later Prestigitator. See you later, Prestidigitator. And it looks like each comic had like part 1 and part 2. So the first part of the comic, and then they had like Sabrina's fan art, the Juicy Fruit commercial again, and they have the second part. This one has a little comic about Salem as well, Salem in petty behaviour. This one has a few other ones. Sabrina in Campaign Trail. And another promo for Sabrina the Teenage Witch TV series book. And Scooby-Doo Snacks. Scooby-Doo the movie, which was filmed in Queensland in Australia, came out in 2002. And that was around the time that these came out as well. And those are my 3 Sabrina comic books. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.